Welcome to the first edition of this video newsletter, Love at Will. I'm James Jeffley, aka Reverend Up, author of The 7 Love Levels, How to Get Hired for the Right Relationship. In this video newsletter, we'll explore the intriguing parallels between at-will employment and modern relationships. But before we dive in, I want to tell you a little bit about my latest book. In my book, I introduce a groundbreaking approach that likens relationship success to getting hired for a job. There's 7 distinct relationship levels, each with its own set of qualifications, roles, and expectations. The sex zone, friends with benefits, the friend zone, activity partner, the trusted advisor, the long-term relationship, and finally, marriage. Each one of these love levels can be correlated to a type of job in a company. And like getting a job, you have to know what job you want, what job you're qualified for, and you have to show up to an interview, present yourself well, compete against multiple job applicants, and hopefully get hired. Well, I assert that dating and relationships work in much the same way. If you're struggling to have success in the dating and relationship market, maybe you could learn and apply some proven strategies for getting hired in the job market. I also cover 3 additional non-traditional relationship types. They are the situationship, companionship, and singleship, and discuss why one of them may be the right relationship type or love level for you. By understanding these levels, you can better assess your current relationship and make informed decisions about your romantic future. Let's dive into the subject of this video newsletter, at-will employment and relationships. At-will employment means that either the employer or the employee can terminate the employment relationship at any time, for any reason, without prior notice. This principle is the norm across the United States, with Montana being the only exception. There might be additional exceptions if you have a contract for employment or if you're part of a union environment. But for pretty much everybody else, you can leave whenever you want, and they can let you go whenever they want. Similarly, relationships, personal relationships, are inherently at will too. People can choose to end relationships at any time for various reasons, and despite vows and commitments, the reality of modern life is that many relationships, like jobs, do not last a lifetime. Despite our best dreams and schemes, nothing lasts forever. So now let's talk about the impermanence of jobs and relationships and what we can do about it. In the past, there were companies like IBM that created this perception of lifetime employment because they didn't lay off employees for 7 decades. That's right, for 70 years, there was a stretch of time where IBM did not lay off employees. However, this model has largely disappeared. As the business landscape has evolved, today employees are more likely to change jobs frequently. The average U.S. employee will hold approximately 12 jobs across 7 careers in their lifetime. 12 different jobs across 7 different careers in their lifetime. Similarly, while many couples marry with the intention of staying together for life, divorce rates tell a different story. About 43% of first marriages end in divorce, and the rates are even higher for second and third marriages. The average divorce rate for second marriages is 67%. It climbs to 73% for third marriages. So the more you keep doing it, the worse it gets, statistically speaking. The average length of non-marital relationships varies depending on several factors, including age and life stage. Here are some key insights. 12 to 14 years of age, probably your first crush or your first relationship, lasts for about an average of 5 months. 15 to 18 years of age, no, that average relationship, 1.8 years. When you're in your 20s, 2 to 4 years is your relationship average, and in your 30s, about 4 years. The overall average for relationships is 2 years and 9 months. So if you get googly eyes and you think, oh, they're going to be with me forever, I'm going to be with them forever, Probably not. The statistics do not bear out that fantasy. It's going to end, and probably soon. So let's talk about how to prepare for the impermanence of life and relationships. If we understand and accept that jobs are impermanent, relationships don't last forever, this can help us better prepare for the future. So here are some tips to help you navigate this reality. Number one, stay adaptable. Continuously upgrade your skills to stay relevant in the job market. Learn new things. Take on new roles that allow you to learn new things. In relationships, same thing. Be open to growth. Be open to change. Learn new things with your partner. The second tip to deal with impermanence is to build a support network. Cultivate professional networks for job opportunities and maintain friendships outside of your romantic relationship. Just because you couple with somebody doesn't mean you have to give up all of your friends. There are times you need to talk to somebody, and that somebody may not be your significant other. The third tip to deal with impermanence is make sure you are financially prepared. Save and invest wisely to cushion the impact of a sudden job loss. Make sure you have 3 to 6 months of savings to tide you over until you're able to find another job. In relationships, it's a similar concept. Have an emergency fund to ensure your financial independence to avoid being trapped in an unhealthy relationship. And you can't leave because you don't have money. So save up. Another tip to deal with impermanence of jobs and relationships is to develop emotional resilience. Create coping mechanisms to handle job transitions and practice self-care in relationships. Meditation, yoga, breathing, mindfulness. There are countless videos on YouTube about self-care. Consult your company's employee assistance or wellness programs, or a licensed medical practitioner or mental health professional. Another tip is to engage in continuous learning. Stay curious, keep learning new things, both professionally and personally. Take classes, get a mentor, watch videos, read books, attend workshops. There is no shortage of information or education available to us 24/7, and much of it free. So those are some tips for dealing with impermanence of jobs and relationships. While we accept impermanence as the only constant in life, there are strategies to increase the chances of long-term success in both jobs and relationships. So let's talk about how to increase longevity in those areas. Strategy number one, commit to growth. Show a willingness to grow with your company and with your partner. Support each other's growth in relationships. You're probably not going to be the same person 5, 10, 20 years into the relationship that you were when you began. Expect growth. If you're not growing, something's wrong. Second strategy, maintain effective communication. Keep open lines of communication with your colleagues in the workplace and foster open and honest communication with your partner. Become fluent in your partner's love languages. A third strategy for increasing longevity is to show mutual respect. Respect all of your colleagues in the workplace and respect your partner's individuality. A fourth strategy for increasing longevity in the workplace and in relationships is to be a consistent performer. Deliver high quality work and consistently show up with love and make an effort in your relationships. Don't stop courting your partner or dating them just because you're a couple now. Keep showing up, keep making the effort. Same thing in the workplace. Keep showing up, keep making an effort. The fifth strategy for increasing longevity in the workplace and careers is to have a long-term vision. Align your career goals with your company's vision and set and share long-term goals with your partner. You can read my other book for great tips on this, and you can get it at pmforlove.org. So in conclusion, by understanding the parallels between at-will employment and at-will relationships, we can navigate both areas with greater awareness and resilience. Remember, jobs aren't forever. Neither are relationships. We need to plan for the disruption and the impermanence in either area. We need to build our skills for longevity through conscious efforts to find success and fulfillment in both our career and personal life. So thank you for watching. To dive deeper into these concepts, get your copy of the 7 Love Levels, How to Get Hired for the Right Relationship at 7lovelevels.org. You can get the companion book, From Boardroom to Bedroom, a project manager's guide to up your relationships. You can get that at pmforlove.org. It applies proven project management tools and strategies to improving your personal relationships. If you want a hard copy, a paperback copy, you can get print-on-demand paperback copies for both books through Amazon.com. Let me know what you think about this edition of the video newsletter, or suggest topics for future newsletters. May you take your career and relationships up to a higher level. Until next time, I'm Reverend Up.